Hi, Steve here, and this is my weekly diet update. Well, I weighed myself this week and tested my body fat, and there you can see I am 24% body fat, and my weight is 256.3. That's down about 4 pounds and 1% body fat from 2 weeks ago. I was hoping to lose weight more rapidly, but I just have to be patient. At least I have lost and haven't gained. I stuck to my diet this week, and I didn't have any soda this week, so that brings it up to 3 weeks total, no soda, and I'm not craving it or anything. And I went to the gym every day after work, and that's all I can think about for now. I was hoping to lose weight a little bit more rapidly than this, but I just have to be patient. Okay, enough of that, on to the fun stuff. This week I will be sharing my Nintendo Gamecube collection. The whole reason I started doing these videos in the first place was just to give me motivation to stick to my diet, but it's more fun to talk about video games. Okay, so I'll start off with the actual Gamecubes we have. We have 2 of them. One was my wife's before we got married, and one was mine. She had the Mario Mustache Black, and I had the Terminator Silver. I don't know if that's really what the colors are called, but I haven't had the heart to get rid of either one of them, so we have 2 of them. And when we do play GameCube games now, it's on the Nintendo Wii, so we don't really even need these. We could turn them into lunch boxes for our daughters. And of course, have a silver controller, a black controller, and an indigo controller. Okay, on to the games. I have quite a few of these compared to my other systems, so I'll try to get through these fast. Luigi's Mansion, Soul Calibur 2 with Link, and whoever these guys are. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. This one was one of my wife's games. She liked these Tony Hawk games a lot. Sims 2. Don't ask me why I have this game. Harvest Moon. This is one of my wife's games. She likes these Harvest Moon games. Super Mario Sunshine. I'll get a sunshine glare on it free because it's Super Mario Sunshine. I never really spent much time with this game. My wife and I went to a GameStop and bought up a lot of GameCube games before they quit selling them because they were pretty cheap, and we figured they'd just go up in price. So we got a few games there like Mario Sunshine and Luigi's Mansion. Here's Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. I never played it through, but my wife did, and it looks really amazing. Animal Crossing, that's one of my wife's favorite games. Capcom vs. SNK 2. I like these fighting games. Chibi Robo, that's one of my wife's games. I think she had some fun with this. On to my James Bond games. Here's James Bond Agent Under Fire. This is a pretty fun first-person shooter, a lot like GoldenEye. Here's 007 Everything or Nothing, one of my favorite games of all time, and probably my favorite Bond game, with Pierce Brosnan. Here's another one of my favorites, of course, From Russia with Love, the game with Sean Connery. Star Wars Rebel Strike Rogue Squadron 3. That's a mouthful. This has some really great graphics. I think if you played it now, you'd still be impressed by it. They hold up the graphics in here. Oh, and here's some of my wife's Lego games. Lego Star Wars. Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy. These games look to be a lot of fun. Metroid Prime. That actually came with my GameCube, my silver GameCube. SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom. This is a game I hear is really good, and we found it at the Goodwill for a couple bucks. Okay, on to my Resident Evil games. Resident Evil 0. This game looks amazing as well. It's not really one of my favorite Resident Evils. This one's one of my favorites, the original, or the remake of the original. This one is creepy. The atmosphere in this one is second to none. I think I still might prefer the original Resident Evil 1 because of the campiness. Here's Resident Evil 2 on GameCube. There's not really anything special about this one. It's not a remake or anything. It's just the PS1 version on GameCube. Same with this one. Resident Evil 3. And Code Veronica X. I'm pretty sure that's just the same as the PS2 version. And I have the Resident Evil 4 demo disc. A guy at GameStop gave this to me before Resident Evil 4 came out. I think I pre-ordered Resident Evil 4, or my wife did, and we got this. And even this demo here, I played this demo over and over and over and over. I could already tell it was going to be my favorite game of all time before I even played the actual game. And then I got the GameStop Special Edition GameCube version of Resident Evil 4 here. There's the actual game. I probably played this game more than any other game ever. Yeah, my wife says this is the best birthday present she ever got me because I spent so much time with it. This is definitely my favorite game of all time. It's hard for me to say that because I didn't think anything would ever top Mario 1, 2, and 3 for Nintendo or Street Fighter 2. But I don't know, I think this one has the edge. This is my favorite game of all time. Okay, a few more here. Here is Geist. This is a really fun first-person shooter. 13. That's a first-person shooter I haven't really played much. We got it at the Goodwill for a couple bucks. Godzilla Destroy All Monsters. It has a lot of monsters from the old Godzilla movies. You could battle like a fighting game, so we had to get that. Here's Gun for GameCube. This is a pretty fun Western open world game with a pretty good story. It's a lot like that new game Red Dead Redemption. Here's Legends of Wrestling with a bunch of old school wrestlers on there. That's why I got it. I didn't really get much into it. I think I beat it, but I don't remember it being my favorite. Here's WrestleMania, what's that, 18? Or X8? I could never get into these newer wrestling games. I hear this one's pretty good, so maybe I'll try it. I haven't really played much of it. Once again, I got it at a thrift store for cheap.
Let me tell you something, son. I'm Stone Cold Steve Austin. If you don't buy this wrestling game, you're a silly piece of trash.
And here's actually a fun wrestling game, Def Jam Vendetta. I don't know much about hip-hop or rap, but it's all a bunch of rappers and hip-hop stars fighting in a wrestling game. But the wrestling itself is way better than any of these other WWF games. It's that old school Aki Corporation that does the wrestling engine in here. It's just like the old N64 games like WCW, NWO Revenge, or WrestleMania 2000. It's just that exact type of gameplay, but faster and smoother. Yeah, this is probably one of my favorite wrestling games. And it has a little story mode on there, and you can upgrade your wrestler throughout the story. But anyway, I really dig this game. And then here's Beautiful Joe. I got it at a yard sale for $1, which is cool. I haven't played much of it, but it looks like a pretty fun little beat-em-up platformer type deal. Anyway, that's it for today. I kind of ran through that faster than I expected. I don't like to spend too much time on these things because I don't have very much free time. But anyway, I'll see you next week with my next diet update. Bye!